Hello everyone, I am Rohit. I, on behalf of Eurovino Society, would like to welcome all the teachers to one of the most successful and innovative idea sharing platform of India, ZIIEI, that is Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiative. Here, we'll be discussing about new and innovative techniques for different lessons from our chapters. And in short, we will learn how to make the whole process of learning fun and interesting for the kids. Today, the chapter that I'll be covering is from Class 5 NCERT board. Subject is Environmental Studies, and the name of the chapter is Mangoes Round the Year. The innovation that I'll be using here for covering this lesson is known as learning through empty wrappers. The main innovation behind using this idea is to use the empty wrappers, which we usually throw away for academic purpose, so that the students can have a better understanding of the concepts that have been taught in the lesson. The duration for implementing this idea will be 40 minutes. Some of the important concepts that we'll be covering with the help of this innovation are learning about the expiry date of a food product, learning about the difference between fresh food and spoiled food, learning about the process of spoilage, and learning about the process of preserving foods. Some of the pre-arrangements that we'll be needing for implementing this idea will be empty packets, empty wrappers, packets of bread. Along with this, we'll also need a fresh packet of bread, a spoiled packet of bread, a packet of rusk, along with a magnifying glass. First of all, we'll focus on giving the students the concept about the expiry date. And, and for that, we start with the discussion process. We ask the students that what do you have for your breakfast? What do you usually have for breakfast? They might respond bread, roti, idli, sambar, dosa, etc. We take all the responses and then we again ask them one question, that suppose your parent asks you to go to the market and buy a packet of bread. How will you know that packet of bread is fresh or not? We take the responses, and after that we divide the whole class into two equal groups and give them the empty wrappers of bread, and we ask the students to go through the contents once and look for any kind of date if they can find out there. If they see any kind of date, we just ask them to note that down. We give them time for that, and then we inform them that every packet of breads, every packet, not only bread, every food products available in the market have got two dates. One is manufacturing date and one is expiry date. And looking at the expiry date, we can come to know that at what time that food will get spoiled, or up to which date we can consume that food. We give them that information, and then we move on, taking the help of the previous example itself. We move on to give the students the difference between fresh food and spoiled food. We again give two packets, one packet of fresh bread and one packet of spoiled bread, to both the groups, and ask them to fill up a certain column. We ask them to make a table in which they will be making the following observations. One is smell, one is the color, and one is the touch, both for the fresh bread and for the spoiled bread. We give them certain time. We ask them to make the following observations and write it on the notebooks. Once they're done with it, we then initiate a discussion with them. We ask them that how did the two breads look like. They might respond that the fresh bread was normal white or brownish in color, and the other bread was greenish in color. How did it smell like? They might respond that the spoiled bread was giving away a foul smell. How did how did it felt like? They might respond that the spoiled bread, that the other bread was a little bit more spongy or became dull. Then we inform the students that the one which was giving away smell or was greenish in color was the spoiled bread, and the other one was fresh bread. And we tell them that it's not only with the bread. With the help of this process, we can also come to know about other food products that are available in the market, and we can check whether those are spoiled food or fresh food. Then we move on to giving the students the importance of preservation. We ask the students that suppose we want to preserve one food, how do we preserve it? We take the responses and then we give them the packet of rusk that we have brought to the students. And we ask them the kind of questions based on the previous activity. We tell them that common thing they find among the previous bread and what difference is there. We give them time for thinking about the solution. They might respond that they look same like the bread, but these are harder when we touch it and these are much more sweeter. Then we inform the students that this is also a bread, but this has undergone preservation. It has been dipped in sugar syrup, and after that it has been dried. We give them the information that this way we have preserved this bread for a longer duration of time. And similar to this, we also preserve a lot of other things in our daily life, like the pickles. It can be drying, cooling, salting, etc. We again give them the examples of the different preservative foods that we normally consume in a day-to-day life. About we can also give them the information about different pickles that the mothers or it has been prepared at their home, or about a tin fish and so many other things. And this way we start continuing the class with the help and give imparting knowledge to the students with the help of the empty wrappers which we usually throw away. And apart from this, we can also start giving the students many other important concepts from the use the help of empty wrapper only. And when we start teaching the students in this way, we start getting a lot of benefits. First of all, when the students will be observing the contents themselves at the back of the empty wrapper, it will help in the development of critical thinking and decision making process. When the students will be working in group along with teammates, it will help in the development of interpersonal skills and decision making skills, along with building the importance of teamwork. When we'll be talking about the preservation of food and importance of preserving food instead of spoiling food, it will develop a sense of awareness towards the environment, why we should not spoil food and so on. Apart from this, they will also remember the things that have been taught in the class in a much more easier and fun way, and will remember this for a long duration of time because they've seen all the things practically. And for this idea, this innovation, that's all. If you like this video and you want more of such videos from us, please do like, share, and subscribe to our official channel, ZIIEI. Thank you.